couldn't turn this camera on. I tried to get it on, but he was already in my shooting lane, was about to leave before I could even get the camera flipped on. I turned the tack cam on that I have on my bow. Hopefully it got him first hunt in this stand. It's November 26th. Dad shot his fallow deer yesterday. Had a picture of a big buck last night, and I looked up and here comes a deer with I don't know how big he was. I could see he had chocolate horns and they looked like they had a lot of mass, so I decided he was going to get an arrow. He's about 30 yards. I'm pretty sure he's dead right over there, but I didn't see him fall. I didn't hear him fall. I'm pretty sure the arrow hit him, and I'm pretty sure I heard it hit, but I'm going to wait a few minutes before I go over there to look. I got the shakes real bad now, so I'll probably go ahead and start tearing everything down, climb down from the stand, take most of the stuff back to the truck, and then by the time I get back, I can go look. And I need to check my phone to see if my brother's coming to help or not. So, quick hunt this morning, new spot. Knew it was going to be a good spot with all the sign we saw right here. So, we'll see if I got him. I don't know how well you'll hear me, but it is the 22nd of December. It's been raining all morning. I'm sitting in a makeshift ground blind. Got some cedar limbs piled up in front of me. Got my corn about, I think it's 20 yards in front of me. Got a picture of a really big, nice buck the other day that I hadn't seen. I thought it was stickers at first, but when I started looking at it, he's wider than stickers. Easily 140-inch deer. He's probably bigger than that one my brother shot. So it is 3:40. I came over super early. I got here like 2:30 because I had a deer already at the corn. One little doe, so I thought maybe they'd be coming in today. So I want to do a quick little intro when nothing's happening. I've been waiting because it sounded like something was walking behind me, but finally stopped about 30 minutes ago. We'll see what happens. Try to get some kind of film to get some video, because it has been such a rough year. I mean, the times I've went out, I haven't really saw many deer at all. Got plenty on camera, just not when I'm hunting. I don't know. Got less than a month left. January 15th is the last day of season. Then after that, it's going to be working on getting ready for next year. I'm going to try to open this spot up a little bit bigger maybe. We're going to plant this in the spring, be the first time in several years I've done a spring summer food plot. We'll talk about that more later, so we'll see what happens tonight. Alright, so I'm heading over to the property to go hunt. It is December 28th. It's almost 3 o'clock. I've been getting bukus of deer where I'm going on camera every evening. And then last night I got a pretty good shooter buck on camera coming through, so I'm hoping he'll be back tonight. I've been getting hogs every night, and last night pretty big bobcat, so hoping I can get something tonight. We'll see. It was snowing a little bit earlier. Right now it's warmed up to 38 degrees. It's been a rough year for me. We're getting close to the end of season. 15th of January is the last day of season here, so we're getting closer to the end of season. Seen some guys talking about they've got bucks on camera already shedding antlers. So I'm going to complain here for a second, because right now the state is running their antlerless holiday gun deer season. It's like 2 weeks long. You can kill 2 does, and they don't count towards your normal yearly limit, which is crap in my opinion. They should count towards the limit. State seems to think we are overpopulated with deer. However, the harvest numbers this year, from what I've heard and read, are down by 1/3. I know a lot of people I've talked to said it's been really rough to get a deer this year. They're not seeing as many. I'm not seeing as many. And from what I've been told by a previous a guy that used to be a biologist for the state, he said when they would do their deer counts, they would go out to western Oklahoma, and then they would thermal a ag field and count how many deer are out there, and that's how they got their density populations. They're only doing, so if they're only doing it in the one part of the state and they're doing it on an ag field where every deer in a 5-mile radius is coming to, the numbers are going to be off, which it's finally starting to show with all these doe harvests that they've been trying to do, and people are saying they're not seeing the deer that they used to. Of course, the director of the department resigned just recently, so maybe we'll finally get some positive change in this state. Anyways, that was my complaint. I don't know, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go and sit and see if that big buck comes by, or hog, or bobcat, a coyote, whatever. It'll probably be a cold sit, but usually when it's cold is usually when it's the best, so we'll see what happens. Turn you guys back on if I see something. Hey guys, December 29th. I'm setting a couple cat traps, and me and Jimmy are gonna go sit and see if any deer come by, or hogs, or whatever. So probably can't see it. That's the trap. I've already got it set and covered up. It's trap number 1. I'm about to hang a feather right above it, so the cat will come see the feather, step in the trap. That's usually how I catch them out here. I'll go set the other one, spot right down from here. Had a picture of a big one coming through here a couple times, and then we'll go sit and do some hunting. Okay, so here's the $1 million redneck question. How do you tie a feather to a tree when you lose your string on the way in? You cut some briars, tie it onto the briars around the grapevine so it hangs over. And see how it's waving in the wind? It's going to catch a bobcat's eye. He's going to come up, jump, he's going to miss, he's going to land right there in that trap. That's the game plan.
Surprised they're not hollering tonight. They were the other night. It's out here. They'll put it here. It's not a trail or anything, but they get them trail camera all around this. Again, you can complain about my scent if you want to, but it doesn't matter. I walked through here. Doesn't matter. As much as people think. This one is going to loose dirt over the top. Edges. Yeah, you hear me that? Doesn't trap anything like a stick wheel on the track. I'm not gonna say pro tip, just a little tip. Don't press this down on your trap. Just don't do it. It doesn't feel good. Also, when grabbing this stuff, don't grab straight into the briar patch. Doesn't feel good either. Alright. Definitely does not smell good. Alright, well here's this one about done. We're gonna wrap it up. Do a last one for bobcats. Different area of the lease, so get back to you in a minute. This bobcat comes right through here. Almost every day during the day. Probably should just come out and hunt. But he doesn't do it on weekends. And right now, I have to work, so I am at work during the week. Jamie. But hopefully, maybe this will get him. And yes, I am rigging this up with a clothes hanger. I don't know where my trapping wire was. Ill prepared this year, I guess. I'm not going to really do much deep or anything. Nice flat base. And who knows, honestly, a coyote might come walking through here and have an unlucky day. But what we're putting here, attractant wise, more for the dog. This does not smell any better. Well, I guess, I don't know. It doesn't smell good in any means, but it does smell better than that stuff that I got from the coyotes. I'll be honest with you, the first time using this stuff. Usually I catch bobcats and coyotes every year that I've trapped wise and used simple enough stuff. I've caught bobcats on baloney. It works. I guess I can't. You can't hate on it if it works. It's not dumb. Is that what they say? If it works. Man, that smells more like a skunk than anything. I don't understand that, but we'll see. We'll see if it works. Listen, make sure there's no limbs. I do it a little different when it's a coyote. I do it leaves. Make sure there's just no sticks. The sticks can cause that to be just enough for them to get out. I've come to a trap many times, set up for coyotes, and there's nothing but a pinky toe left in it. It can happen. Anyway, I'm not a professional trapper by any means. Now we'll come back and hopefully we'll check them tomorrow and maybe there'll be something in it. If not, I'll fresh them up. I'll leave them and see what happens. Catch y'all later.
What are you doing?
You know what I'm doing? Trying to get rid of some coyotes. Anyone that's going to complain about my bare hands, that is a wives' tale if they smell you. Just saying. You don't hear me that. Hopefully, when you get a coyote with this, you do not. Yeah, it smells like a dog. You want to smell it?
No.
You sure? I had to. It's like instinct, I just had to. Tell you what. Straight as hell.